Okay, so in this quick lesson, we're going to talk about W3C validation, or what is known as the World Wide Web Consortium validation tool. So this will basically be something I can run HTML through, as well as CSS. Once we start to learn that, we can run it through their validator, and it'll tell us if it finds any problems. This is a great way because sometimes as humans, it's kind of hard for us to see those tiny little problems. So here I have an HTML file, and there's a couple things in here that are wrong. So I don't know if you can spot them right away, but for example, this paragraph tag, it can't be here. It has to be inside the body, right? And this H1 is ending with an H2, so that's wrong. So this should be an H1, but these are very simple. Missing some other things up here, but at the very basics, I'm actually going to send this over where this paragraph is outside the body and this H1 is not being closed properly, and instead we're closing an H2. So we're going to, this is an index.html file, and we're going to upload that into the validator, and we're going to see what happens. So, pretty neat. I can actually do a file upload if we want, or we can actually do a direct input. So I'm going to go ahead and copy all this, which is what you'll normally be doing. Go ahead and copy all this text and paste it in our validator and click check. Now this will actually use this first line to figure out which standard of HTML or what version of HTML to actually run this against. So as we talked about in class, this means that it's the HTML version. However, there's obviously some problems here, right? So right away, this doctype HTML should be like this instead. So you didn't even know, I don't know if you've noticed that one, but this is incorrect too. This should be like that, right? Even now the coloring is better. So it says that right away. Then it says element head is missing, required instance child of title. It actually, and the reason why it's throwing this error, even though that's there, is because this made it like upset it so much that it doesn't know what's going on. So I'm going to fix that line. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to go ahead and put it in here again where it's fixed and go check again. And this will hopefully help us. There we go. End tag H2, but there are no open elements, which means that you're closing an H2 on line 7. So if I go back to my editor, here's line 7. Look at that. It even tells me what line it is, and it's saying I'm closing an H2. So it got that right. It also says, it says stray start P tag. And this one might throw you off a little bit because it means stray because it's outside of the body. So if I were to go ahead and fix all these errors, copy that again, and paste it in here and click check. Look at that. It's green. Everything's beautiful. There's no errors or warnings to show. So before we were getting straight up errors, like really bad ones, but now it's actually totally clean. So this is something that I want you to start getting into, start practicing, because it will check things for you. And this is just by going to validator.w3.org, and I'll put those in the notes.